Well, good day and welcome back to another episode of A Legal Studies Teacher Reads the News. Today, a delicious, delectable story, fast food, get it? As McDonald's sues Hungry Jack's over Big Jack Burger. In a whopper, get it, of a federal court fight, fast food giant McDonald's claims rival Hungry Jack's has infringed its Big Mac trademark with a lookalike burger dubbed the Big Jack. This is by Michaela Whitburn, and it was September the 3rd, which is today. In documents filed in court on August 28th, McDonald's Asia Pacific alleges Hungry Jack's has been promoting its new burger in Australia since at least mid-July under the Big Jack, which is substantially identical with or deceptively similar to its own Big Mac trademark. What's happening here? Those people who have been playing at home for a long time will remember that I often talk about this concept when we're looking at consumer law, this concept of the regulation of marketing and advertising, statutory protection, and non-statutory controls on advertising. And so what's that really saying? It's this question of, well, how much should consumers be protected by people trying to pretend like they are another product? So there's certainly a question there, and these questions are issues of compliance and non-compliance when it comes to consumer law and trademarks. So this is all about trademark, and what is the judge going to have to decide? The judge is going to have to decide on whether the Big Jack here is similar enough to the Big Mac for McDonald's to win and say that Hungry Jack's have ripped off their trademark. And yeah, we'll see where that goes. Hungry Jack's is yet to file a defense in the fast feud. McDonald's says the Big Jack trademark is liable to be cancelled and should, in the exercise of court's discretion, be cancelled on a number of grounds, including that it's likely to deceive or cause confusion. It says at least since '73, it's been everyone knows what it is. It accuses Hungry Jack's of acting in bad faith in applying for its own trademark when it was well aware of McDonald's existing one. So an interesting question here. It has asked the federal court to make orders restraining Hungry Jack's from using its new trademarks or any other substantially identical or deceptively similar to McDonald's trademarks, and order them cancel the Big Jack trademark. So here's, if we look up Hungry Jack's, let's just type it in, Hungry Jack's. Hungry Jack's, go to their menu. Let's have a look and see what we see here. What's new? Find out what's flame grilling now. Discover the latest Hungry Jack's menu items and promotions. Better get to it for a short time only. There it is, the new Big Jack special sauce. Remember, that's what McDonald's calls it. And flame grilled beef. There's the Mega Jack and the Big Jack. And if we click on it, 2 flame grilled 100% Aussie beef patties topped with melted cheese, special sauce, fresh lettuce, pickles, and onions on a toasted sesame seed bun. Wow, that's just like deja vu, isn't it? So Hungry Jack's here claiming that is not like McDonald's, and it's just this question of how similar does a trademark have to be in order for a court to rule that yes, you have impinged on the trademark. I think, honestly, for this to be sorted out, I think I'd better travel to Hungry Jack's and try them myself and tell you just how similar they are. So let's go and do that. So I've come here to the car park of Hungry Jack's, and I'm going to get myself a Big Jack. And we're going to find out what all the fuss is about and whether or not they are so similar that this judge should favour Big Mac and Macca's and say that that this is infringing on their trademark, or whether or not they're different enough. Let's go and find out. All right, so fascinating ending to this story. Hungry Jack's is temporarily closed, so I am unable to... All right, so I've finally managed to do it. Had to duck out during a lunchtime and grab myself a Big Mac and a Big Jack. Here we've got, as you can see, very similar. But the question you have to ask yourself is, what is the judge going to be looking at to work out what the actual similarities are between these two delicious burgers? So is it that it's a sesame seed bun, because most burgers have sesame seed buns? Is it a special kind of sauce? Is it the fact that it's called special sauce? All of these things the judge is going to have to take into account. Obviously the name as well. We've got Big Jack over here and Big Mac, which is what this has been called for a very, very long time. And so really it's just a question of trademark and how unique Macca's Big Mac is when it comes to that.
So I'm going to tuck in, and I'll let you know later on what I have decided.